Hey guys, All in Crypto here, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for another YouTube video. Hopefully you're all having a fantastic Friday. I know the cryptocurrency market is having a frantic Friday, and that's what we're going to be getting into in this video. So before I start, guys, we do one of these videos every single day at 1 p.m. If you guys can go ahead and leave me a like and a comment, it's greatly appreciated and really helps promote this content to a broader audience. What's going on with the cryptocurrency market? Well, we know really since the start of February, markets have been adjusting to a higher implied federal fund rate or a higher central bank rate, really across the board, not just in the US. And this has come on the back end of sticky inflation, which essentially mean, in layman's terms, that the markets are going to have to be, or the Fed is going to have to be, the central bank's going to have to be tougher to bring it down, which means more restrictive. And of course, we know the effects of restrictive policy on markets. So there's been this readjusting taking place, and crypto has sold off pretty spectacularly today. Whilst the dollar's actually been weak, having been strong, gold's up, stock market's up. So why the hell is that? So it's not really necessarily macro, it's more crypto internally. And I think it has a lot to do with Silvergate. There's always, for the markets in this, Mike Wilson compared it to the death zone in Mount Everest, where it's in this kind of, glory ahead of you or death, right? And the market's going to determine which, route it takes. And with this month being the next CPI print, which is going to be directional, it's going to move the market and put it in a direction. And then, of course, the Fed funds, there's a lot to play for. And you guys know my stance. This is what we're looking at for Bitcoin. You could come right back here. I wouldn't want to see you run your 0.382. And this head and shoulders is still in place. So we've said from here that there's absolutely, when we were here, by the way, guys, not in the benefit of hindsight, you're going to run these levels. We hit the first one. You're now looking at the second. Potentially, you've not quite ran it. There was a couple of patterns in here that have been pointed out by people like the market sniper, the crypto sniper, that kind of gave this a bit of a precursor. But actually, I don't think that I'm worried about this until there's reason to be so. So I'm still a buyer on this right shoulder between me and you. So what are the reasons why crypto has done this? Well, it looks likely to do with Silvergate, and the market's very skittish. It's not hard to trigger shorts in this market. The problem is you will get short squeezes. You'll get overzealous shorts that will get absolutely wrecked. Certainly the ones that are shorting altcoins. So if we continue to see this dollar weakness, what are we looking at here? We've got some draws on. Then it's likely crypto will start to see some sort of recovery, along with gold, which is doing quite well. The stock market, which actually closed the day down pretty positively yesterday, to my surprise. Oh, you got your bullish div. Look for those bullish div, guys, because they do play out often. So I think the cryptocurrency market could recover, and I think the main sell-off is to do with Silvergate. So Bitcoin, Ethereum drops over 5% in a massive sell-off as market continues to digest Silvergate. The crypto media is a joke. It's so bad. I don't know who they've got writing these articles. I mean, I'm super dyslexic. And anyway, enough of me being horrible about other people. So Bitcoin plunges to $22,277, and Ethereum hits $1,563 as crypto tumbles during the opening hours of East Asia trading day. Major digital assets plunge as a business day began in Hong Kong. On Friday, Bitcoin and Ethereum dropped. Institutions are a bit jumpy as Silvergate seems to be having issues. Silvergate not had issues. Nick Rook of ContentFi and Web3 Venture Studios said in a note to CoinDesk, the rapid sell-off took a toll on major crypto exchange Coinbase, which began experiencing connectivity issues at 10:20 a.m. Now, there's someone interested in this because there could be some fishy business going on with Silvergate. You know what really pisses me off, guys? This bear market, the majority of the sell-offs has been as a result of centralized entities failing to centralize the crypto space. It's not been anything necessarily to do with crypto. Of course, we know the broad macro has been crap, but it's been amplified by these central players who have no concept of risk management or should never have even been allowed into the crypto space. And actually, some of them are even looking to make a comeback. Some of them even started a Substack that some people are paying for. So this was interesting. So with the crash of Silvergate, the crypto market plummeted and the price of Ethereum dropped by 5%. Before ETH plummeted, the price had a slight increase. The mysterious funds withdrew 312 million USDC from Circle and transferred to an exchange during the 8 hours of the uptick, which is interesting. So you can see the price rose. Coinbase tweeted that it had no longer accepted or initiated payment with Silvergate 14 hours ago. 13 hours ago, the funds started to withdraw USDC from Circle and transferred to an exchange, then stopped 5 hours ago. The price of Ethereum has increased by 2% during this period. This is 6 hours ago, so it's showing you all the stuff. The fund withdrew 10 million USDC from Circle and transferred from an exchange, again, 14 minutes ago. According to the data on chain, the behavior of this market mysterious fund is very strange. In the past 4 hours, 210 million in assets were liquidated as the crypto market plummeted. Does this have something to do with this fund? And it's essentially talking about potentially that may be the case. Isn't that annoying that potentially Silvergate have caused this and then amplified it with people that were long getting liquidated? Who the hell has got liquidated on a 5% move, by the way? That is crazy. If you've got liquidated, I'm talking to you right now, if you got liquidated on a 5% move, you're doing it wrong. What have you got? 10x leverage? No. 20x leverage? What are you doing? Anyway, enough of that. So this looks very much to do with Silvergate, which of course is in trouble. Let's just get it over and done with and ban these actors from the space and move on. You know, you can say that it's like, you know, an innocent mistake, but it's just negligence and you're playing with people's funds, so on and so forth. And actually, I could kind of say thank you to Silvergate because this is just forming. The deeper this right shoulder goes, the bigger the rally you're going to get out of it. And I think that still believe, despite everything going on, there's a damn good chance that we smash through that 30k level, but we will see. Interesting news from Ripple. Ripple survey 96% of payment firms believe in the power of crypto. The lack of regulatory clarity is the biggest hurdle to the adoption of crypto-enabled payments, according to a new survey co-hosted by Ripple. So I'm in a very sort of weird category of crypto people because I actually think I want regulations, right? And that's like blasphemy to some of you diehard crypto people. Even though I've been in this space for probably just as long, been following it and supporting it. I think regulations are what propel this industry from 1 trillion to tens of trillions, right? And you can see clearly that all we're waiting for is regulations. And it's unfortunate that the people are sort of dragging their feet with this. We said when the SEC came out and charged Kraken and sort of a number of other crypto firms, they're now taking this seriously. And I think that, you know, we had from the G20 recently, in July, September, they're going to give overviews for crypto of this year. So I think there's a lot of bullish undertones with that. But you also had Ripple's councils, advice to crypto firms get out of the US. After spending the past roughly 30 months building Ripple's case, Stuart Aldaughtry has lots of tips and he's not shy about sharing them. There is finally an end in sight for Ripple's year-long multi-million-dollar fight with the SEC, but the blockchain technology company has some advice for those facing the growing hostility of American regulations. Get out of the US. The first piece of advice you give someone who's thinking about a project is don't launch in the US because the rules are unclear. This is soul-destroying for me, and actually soul-destroying, I think, for people in the US, that this is what this has come to. They are really stifling and hamstringing this industry by not giving clear regulations. Just give us the clear regulations. There's some also more news that pissed me off about the SEC as well today. SEC object to Voyager Binance.US deal. Questioned by US. Even the judge is going, "What? Hang on. Why are you vetoing this?" You know, it just doesn't make any sense. they seem to have a real sort of hard on for certain companies, and it's strange because Gary Gensler obviously taught blockchain technology. I can't. Is he just doing the bidding of the big institutions and being harsh and trying to take out the competition, or what's going on? But it's really sad to hear Ripple, Stuart Aldotori, come out and say stuff like that and discourage people from building within the US. However, it's the US regulators' fault. We need regulations. Like I say, regulations are what propel this industry into the big leagues. So you haven't quite made your 0618 yet. Will you? Won't you? We'll see. We're not too worried. We think this is largely internal with the crypto space, and it's caused quite a few liquidations. Obviously, the Silvergate news. Really, for me, it's all about the dollar, and it's about the 2-year yields and all the other great, boring stuff that we've spoken about that we have to watch as market speculators to give us some sort of an inclination of where we are going. Like I say, the big one is going to be the 14th of March. Remember, you've got things like the Shanghai, which I think is now being pushed to April. And you've got a number of other things. It talks about Mt. Gox again and all sorts of stuff. All I've got for you in this video, guys. You enjoyed the content, like us, always appreciate it. So as a comment, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching, ladies and gentlemen. See you in the next one.